at the temple. You don't go at the jaw.
Say what?
I'm gonna break your jaw. I promise you. And don't even bring your mother or your daughter. Don't bring them.
That he will be training back with Calvin Ford for the rematch with Lamont Roach. I believe this is the best move for Tank.
And he starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot.
In the latest surge of digital hostility, Gervonta Tank Davis turned up the heat ahead of his anticipated showdown with Lamont Roach, taking their already tense rivalry to an even more intense level. Known for his ferocious style inside the ropes and his unapologetic persona outside of them, Davis didn't hesitate to stoke the flames. He unleashed a chilling threat on social media that quickly went viral, posting the ominous message, "It can get bad for you in and outside, keep faking." The cryptic yet aggressive tone sent shockwaves through boxing communities, prompting discussions about whether this beef is still about sport or if it's spiraling into something far more personal. During the official pre-fight face-off, Davis reinforced his message in person. Taking the spotlight at the press conference, he made it clear he wasn't there for show. He promised to shut Roach up in brutal fashion and demanded an end to the trash talk. But this wasn't just about theatrics. Davis meant business. His confidence was unshakable, and his tone suggested a man on a mission to prove who truly owns the spotlight in their division.
When the people that who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'ma beat his ass when y'all talk.
Wait,
For real. Y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a
Y'all
was
all
quiet,
that
y'all was,
ski-mask
if
and
y'all
all
was
that.
loud,
We got the
y'all
whole
was
hood
fucking
over
talking
there. Like, twist it up. I don't give a
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he can't
I don't know
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Can't. I can't. Calm down. Calm down, brother.
In a move that caught the attention of insiders and fans alike, Gervonta Davis made a pivotal decision by returning to the corner of his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford. After a period of experimenting with different coaching setups, Davis has reunited with the man who has been instrumental in shaping his rise from raw talent to boxing superstar. This shift isn't just symbolic, it signals a recalibration of focus and seriousness. By realigning with Ford, Davis appears to be going back to the fundamentals that built his reputation, choosing familiarity and proven chemistry over change for the sake of change. This partnership brings structure, trust, and insight, three things every fighter needs heading into a high-stakes rematch. The training camp now runs like a well-oiled machine, and observers say the energy feels locked in, with Davis and Ford looking more synchronized than ever.
Gervonta Tank Davis reveals that he will be training back with Calvin Ford for the rematch with Lamont Roach. I believe this is the best move for Tank because Tank was not the same fighter when he switched trainers, because a lot of people thought that he lost that fight, but it went to a draw. And yes guys, this is the same fight when Tank Davis took a knee because some baby oil or some grease went into his eye. I hope him switching trainers make it for a more entertaining fight because the first fight was very boring.
Fellow boxer Frank Martin weighed in on the looming rematch, offering a fighter's perspective on what to expect when Davis and Roach step into the ring again. Martin acknowledged Roach's strengths, calling him technically sound and a legitimate threat. But his overall take leaned toward Davis's side. Using the term dog, Martin suggested that Davis's style, relentless pressure, explosive power, and psychological warfare would eventually break Roach down. He predicted a night where Roach might start strong, but gradually get overwhelmed by Davis's physicality and tempo. According to Martin, this fight won't be won on the scorecards, it will be determined by who can endure the pressure longest, and in his eyes, that edge belongs to Davis.
They're trying to get that fight more of a, like, oh, it's going to be a good fight, but no, Roach is a decent fighter, but Tank on dog him. Tank on dog him.
The personal tension between Davis and Roach escalated even further during a moment that sparked considerable backlash. When Roach brought up his family's deep-rooted influence on his boxing career, Davis didn't take it lightly. To him, the reference crossed a line. He responded sharply, warning Roach not to bring loved ones into the crosshairs of their professional rivalry. Davis made it clear this fight should be between two warriors, not their families. The emotional undertone added even more gravity to their upcoming bout, turning an already intense matchup into something deeply personal, with pride, honor, and family boundaries now in the mix.
My whole family's from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't
what?
bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They
don't
gonna
bring 'em.
celebrate with me. You hear
Don't
me?
bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here
It's
shaking
gonna
on the
be-
what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
on my kids. He was shaking on this thing. On
Hey,
my kids, he was
never.
shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's
Tell
cap.
me.
What I about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
gotta
how
be.
you gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey.
Somebody
What's
lying.
good?
Hey.
Yeah, somebody lying.
Hey.
Somebody lying.
Hey. I'm
Okay,
glad my
Tank,
name ain't somebody.
In a jaw-dropping display of bravado, Davis reportedly issued an extravagant challenge to Roach's camp, a bet so large it sounded fictional. The proposed wager? A staggering $100 billion. While the actual figure raised eyebrows and skepticism, the message behind it was unmistakable. Davis isn't just confident, he's betting everything, symbolically or not, on his victory. This audacious move further showcased how locked in Davis is mentally, emphasizing his desire to make this rematch not only a win, but a statement.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man over
You
there
said
said
what?
bet.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from? All right, bet. It's a bet.
cuz.
It's a bet.
Yeah, cuz.
Tank, he feeling better now. Tank feeling better.
Yeah. Somebody done got him out his bag.
Lamont, what's going down March 1st? Prediction, how does it play out at Barclays Center here?
You signed 100K?
Come on. Hey, fool. Hold on. He with me, so he wasn't gonna say nothing. He wasn't gonna say no number with no K.
Y'all want to bet 100?
Davis didn't shy away from speaking candidly about a pattern he claims to have seen repeatedly throughout his career. According to him, opponents often come into fights full of swagger and tough talk, only for reality to hit once they step between the ropes. He suggested Roach is falling into that same trap, one of bravado without substance. Davis insisted that the energy shifts immediately when they feel the sting of his speed, the impact of his punches, and the mental suffocation he applies in the ring. He sees Roach's confidence as temporary, dissolving the moment the first bell rings.
That where I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'ma beat his ass.
He can't
y'all
do
talking.
shit with.
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't
Y'all
give a
better
fuck
be
if y'all was
All that
quiet,
ski
if y'all
mask
was-
and
if y'all
all
was
that.
live. He got the
Y'all
whole hood
be
over
talking
there,
about, like twisted up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get fucked
brown
up
y'all
over here.
face
What
up.
do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay.
That shit.
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop
telling-
nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
can't-
he pay for it.
I don't-
guarantee he
I
pay
can't-
for it. I guarantee it. I
Calm
guarantee
down.
it.
Calm
to the
down,
fight.
brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna
Come
get
to
you
the fight.
fucked up.
Nigga.
Steven Espinoza, a respected voice in boxing promotion, chimed in on both the rematch and broader prospects for Davis. He confirmed what many insiders already believed, that Davis is at his absolute best at 135 pounds. While Tank has dabbled at 140, Espinoza emphasized that his agility, power, and efficiency truly shine in the lower weight class. Additionally, he addressed the long-rumored fight with Shakur Stevenson, clarifying that negotiations stalled not due to reluctance, but because of significant contractual hurdles that couldn't be resolved at the time.
Versus Lamont Roach, right? March 1st, we're gonna get this fight here in New York. There are a lot of questions of why Lamont Roach, right? Does not discredit him. He's a great fighter, great chin, high IQ. But why Lamont Roach? That's the questions that all the fans are asking at the beginning.
Look, I think the reality is, I think those are fair questions. I mean, when you have fighters the caliber of Tank, of Canelo, the bar is always high. When you continue to perform well against high-level opposition, people expect a lot from you. There were preliminary discussions about the Shakur fight, early on, like back early, for 2024 before this was scheduled. Didn't get very far for reasons I won't go into. But
come on.
I just think there were, I'm not sure that the time was right. I think, what Shakur was looking for was something different than, he was looking for more of a long-term commitment other than just doing one fight, and so he's got his deal, he's getting busy, he's got a fight scheduled, and, maybe we'll pick up and do something there. But aside from that, I mean, to be candid, those are the big names at 135. I know Tank has gone up to 140, and he would on occasion. He hasn't looked the best there. Overall, I think 135 is his best weight.
Reports from inside Davis's training camp suggest that he's not just preparing, he's preparing to dominate. In one particularly intense sparring session, Davis allegedly floored his opponent with a single, devastating punch. This incident, while not unusual for Davis, adds weight to the idea that he's taking Roach more seriously than ever. Those close to him say that the same energy he brings under the lights is present every day in the gym. To Davis, sparring isn't just practice, it's war, and it mirrors how he plans to approach the rematch: no mercy, no hesitation.
He has a lot of fans everywhere.
A lot.
West Coast, East Coast.
All different nationalities. It's crazy though.
What's the craziest situation you guys seen with like a celebrity that saw him and just had to run over?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Basketball, football, actors, rappers.
I'll say probably Magic and Shaquille.
Magic?
And Shaq.
Magic and Shaq?
Yeah.
What did Shaq say?
Come sit your ass down when you talk.
And what did Magic tell him? Or Shaq tell him?
Say when you talk. He talked. Matter of fact, he took us to dinner. We talked to him for like 3 hours. Yeah. Talked to him like 3 hours. Shaq actually cool, man.
He is?
Cool. Smart, too. Smart.
I used to always destroy him in Yo Mama jokes. He has no chance.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. Magic too. Magic, they're both very good in business.
Yeah, right.
Shaq and
right
Magic,
there.
they're very good businessmen.
Mike Tyson walked down. I mean,
What did Mike tell him?
Told him it's his time. It's his turn.
And he's doing it.
Yeah. You heard what Mike say, though?
That's his favorite fighter.
Yeah.
And he wants to see him fight Lomachenko. What do you think of that fight?
Romo and Gervonta? I mean, when it happens, it's not going to be what most people think. You think because, Romo got good footwork and all that. Tank is different. Romo going to find out. Romo never been in the ring with nobody like Tank.
Well, Loma has a big fight coming up with Teofimo.
Yeah,
That's a very tough fight.
Hopefully he get past that. He better not fight like he did against Pedraza or against Teofimo. Who he going night-night?
Teo could crack. Teofimo could crack. What do you think? Does he beat Loma?
Huh?
Does Loma beats him? Who wins?
No, I mean, Teofimo, he hit Loma with a good shot. He can beat him, but Loma got that.
Mike Tyson said he wants to see Tank versus Loma.
Tank, oh yeah, everybody wants to see that. I want to see that. But I know if Tank stays focused.
Two southpaws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once Tank fell Romo power, you actually really think that Romo will take Gervonta's power.
Footage emerging from the camp paints a picture of a fighter operating at peak performance. Davis's hand speed is electric, his movement sharp, and his focus unbreakable. Every punch is thrown with purpose, every drill executed with intensity. Those analyzing the training clips noted not just the physical condition Davis is in, but the clarity and urgency in his demeanor. This is not the Davis of casual training sessions, this is a man on a mission, fighting with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. Boxing's pound-for-pound elite, Terence Crawford, added his perspective on Davis's finishing ability. What stood out most to Crawford wasn't just Davis's sheer power, it was the precision, timing, and tactical patience behind his punches. Crawford explained that what makes Davis dangerous isn't volume, it's his ability to find the perfect opening and end a fight with a single, clean shot. In Crawford's view, that kind of threat is rare, and Roach would have to fight a perfect fight to survive it.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. He's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive, and he be cracking them dudes.
Hey,
he be putting them to sleep.
just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
So, you know, he just, in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before I catch.
While Davis commands the spotlight, Lamont Roach deserves acknowledgement for his own achievements. He's not a nobody stepping into the ring for a payday, he's a former champion, a technically skilled fighter with experience at the top of the sport. Roach's resume includes hard-fought victories in moments that showcased his championship caliber, putting him a tier above many of Davis's past challengers. Fighters like Frank Martin are still chasing the kind of credibility Roach already possesses.
Tank out here selling under 150,000 pay-per-views, you kidding me? Oh man, face of boxing, yeah, turn that shit off. Yeah, we shutting that shit down every single time. Does Shakur really want to fight Tank? I think Shakur could sell a bit more with somebody else, especially in Saudi. I feel like they can find him a dancing partner that'll do a little bit better than 150,000. Okay, I get it. This is why PBC delayed this fight for what, 5 months? Y'all ain't want to pay this motherfucker because y'all know he can't sell. I mean, this should have been evident. If you do the math, Tank has never been that great of a pay-per-view draw. He sold over 300K twice now in his career. He sold over 300K with Ryan Garcia. That's obvious. Ryan's the bigger star. And then he sold over 300 with Martin. He sold about 325. But when we put it in perspective, that Frank Martin fight was a comeback fight after a year layoff, so it was always going to sell. Every comeback fight's going to sell. It was one of the first pay-per-views on Amazon's new PBC deal, so they were really trying to push it. And then he had David Benavidez as the co-main event with Gary Russell and Alberto Puello under them. So you take away all those factors, that this wasn't a comeback fight. David Benavidez isn't the co-main event, and Amazon has now been in the game for over a year. It makes sense it only sold 150. I know there's gonna be a couple of you guys in the comments. No, it sold 500K. Don't be so gullible. It didn't sell 500K. I don't know if Tank's a top. Well, I know for a fact he's not a top 5 draw in the sport of boxing anymore. Whoa. He's not selling pay-per-views. Bivol better be up just triple him. Well, Jerry, their pay-per-views are cheaper. Don't matter. All that matters is who has more eyes watching him, and Bivol and Better BF do.
Roach's current form suggests he's operating at the height of his abilities. With just one blemish on his professional record, he brings a mix of refined technique, mental toughness, and unshakable belief into the rematch. His fighting style relies on intelligent pressure and ring awareness. The confidence from bouncing back after his lone defeat has only strengthened his resolve. Importantly, their first bout ended in a draw, an outcome that rattled the image of Davis as untouchable. Suddenly, the boxing world began to ask, has Davis slipped? Or did Roach expose something deeper?
It's Viegas, Fight Up TV from behind the camera today, being joined with Timothy Bradley. Tim, so many things I've been wanting to talk to you about, man, but I know I don't have much time, so let me just kind of go through them. Ryan versus Rolly. Does Rolly have a chance to beat Ryan Garcia?
He got a puncher's chance, that's it. You know,
That's
he
it.
can punch. It's a puncher's chance. I mean, yeah, when you got power, you got a chance. I mean, you just got to land one, right? But I don't see it. I think Ryan. I think Ryan has changed definitely. I think his character has definitely changed. You know, with the way he's displaying it now, a lot more calmer, very respectful. You know, look like a real businessman now. You know, he's not all loud and crazy like he was. He's kind of calmed it and tamed it down a bit. So I respect that with Ryan, man, and I think he's gonna be a lot more focused now, and he's actually gonna go and train, and he's gonna definitely put on a show, and I think he's gonna win, man. I think he's gonna win by knockout.
How long does that fight go, in your opinion?
It won't go past 6.
Wow, everyone's been saying that.
I don't think it goes past 6.
Why?
What's up, fam?
Why do you guys think it
Nah,
won't
there's
go
too many
past-
hoes. Too many hoes in the game of too many hoes. Too many hoes. Too many hoes. Too many hoes in this game.
Stephanie, cut that right on out. Okay, cut that out.
Too many hoes in this game, man. Y'all know, man. Come on, ain't nobody stupid. You know what I'm saying? Stevie Wonder, you can see that he got a lot of hoes in this game, man. You know, he's very unconventional, but you know, got some pop on his shots, but that's.
After their initial clash, Davis made post-fight remarks that many viewed as dismissive of Roach's performance. Instead of acknowledging his opponent's success, Davis pointed to distractions, mistakes, or training issues on his end. Yet, even as questions swirled, Davis still holds one ace: his ability to adapt. Unlike many fighters who break under pressure, Davis can shift his tactics mid-fight, flowing between offense and defense like water. The rematch is shaping up to be more than just another chapter, it's a turning point. The noise on social media and from interviews may be loud, but once that bell rings, only one truth will remain.
Going to try to get to us, but we're going to frustrate him. He doesn't get frustrated. He takes his time. He's deliberate. You know, a lot of times at the beginning, people thought he was just a seek and destroy missile. They thought he was just a guy that got to you. And they thought that he would get over anxious. He don't get over anxious. He takes his time. He slowly crosses, closes those gaps. You know, inch by inch, step by step, and then he gets to you.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like, bang, you know, oh my God, I should open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, you know. So he don't, and that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
The narrative surrounding this rematch is beginning to draw comparisons to a classic Floyd Mayweather versus Marcos Maidana. In that rivalry, Maidana shocked the world with his gritty performance in the first fight, forcing Mayweather to make sharp, cerebral adjustments in their second meeting. Now, Davis finds himself in a similar position. Roach's showing in their first encounter was a wake-up call, and now the pressure is on Davis to respond. This is his chance to prove that, like the greats before him, he can rebound, retool, and reassert his dominance when the moment demands it.
Yo, too, we're back again with some more boxing news in the boxing world. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach for the rematch is on the horizon. It will be happening this year, and it will be happening very, very soon. This is the thing, YouTube. If y'all agree with me on what I'm about to tell y'all, I want y'all to throw the thumbs up, because this is what's gonna happen. If y'all remember the Mayweather and Maidana match, where everybody thought Maidana beat Mayweather in the first match when they fought each other, like he dominated him, he beat him. Same thing goes here. Lamont Roach, everybody's saying that he dominated Gervonta Davis, but this is not gonna happen in the rematch. Gervonta Davis is gonna dominate Lamont Roach. If y'all agree with me on what I'm telling y'all, this is just like the Mayweather-Maidana fight. I'm trying to tell you. Lamont Roach is going to lose in the rematch, and that's a guarantee. That's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. If y'all agree with me, throw a thumbs up. And if you ain't got Eat Up Keeps the News, subscribe.
That's all for today's update. Make sure to stay locked in for more exclusive insights as the rematch draws closer. This rivalry is far from over.